Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
The legend of this guy just grows year by year in the Motor City. The best individual season of his career, leading these Lions to a franchise record 15 wins. Now they just got to get to the ultimate goal, the Super Bowl.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and's got us off and running.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He shovels this one forward, and he's brought down after a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down to the 42-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
And the Lions, first down.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
On first down, it's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Complete beyond the marker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They go play action with Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it's gonna be second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They send the tight end in motion. To throw again here, second and 10, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Goff tosses that quickly out wide. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Goff off the play action. He's got it. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Complete on the option. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the 2nd quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Throwing again. Here's Goff. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. All right, so we're already into the 2nd quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Buccaneers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
A gain of 12. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st down, ball at the 36. Right back to Irving now. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Completed over the middle. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Ryan Branch getting there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Got his man, it's Auden. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First down, here's Baker. He's got it along the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Baker throwing again. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 11.
That's the 2-minute warning in what has been a defensive battle. And it's the Buccaneers who need to figure out this 3rd and 11. Baker now from the gun. That's complete downfield to Godwin. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down, Buccaneers.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Baker now off the play fake. That's Godwin again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game. Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air? On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Detroit getting its offense set for their 2nd drive. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Goff to the air now. Escapes the pocket. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 48. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the 3rd quarter. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. Tucker now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. And they could take control of the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Irving on the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield now from the gun. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. It is caught left side. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The offense headed out now for Detroit. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Motioning the tight end now. Goff now on 3rd down. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down throw from Goff. They're on him as he gets it up to the 47. Yaya Diaby brings him down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Goff tosses in quickly out wide. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Hassan Reddick cleaning up that play.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now Goff. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that gives the Lions the first.
For the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
St. Brown's got it. Complete. And they are going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. Free play here. Let's see what he does. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still first down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Backed up to the 40-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Buccaneers 7.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tucker now on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Bucs to the line. 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Godwin, the man in motion left. On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Well, Kate, a 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Mayfield. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
It's a gain of 17
that one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
That one connects. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. They go to him again. And he's forced away from the goal line. It's a tackle for loss at the 3.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Buccaneers losing by 7. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Dump off caught by his back. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal.
The tackle made back at the 9-yard.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Desperation time here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw it. He lofts it deep left. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's good for a Lions. 1st down and goal to go.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Back to throw. And that's a catch. It's a touchdown. They've got the lead in the final minute. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Johnson with a return here. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. And wow, nearly a pick on that check down. A bit lucky that he couldn't hang on to it, and it fell incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Defense nearly just ended this game. Going to be trying to do so again here on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. That's complete. Downfield to Godwin. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. It's caught, it's Godwin again. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final 1. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Baker throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it, that's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
2nd down, Mayfield to pass. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
To throw. Got his man. It's on him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
One final shot here. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but